up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna test a game called RV There Yet. And I really love the play on words there. That's just fun in and of itself. But it seemed like it'd be the kind of game that would be fun to play on these. Although it kind of also looked like it did not work with controllers. I think it's a keyboard and mouse only game, kind of like that Twisted Gallery game. Now on the Steam Deck, half the time you can get stuff to work, especially since you have access to trackpads. But I don't think it'd be very fun on the Ally, even if you could do like a mode, unless you could just make these the mouse. But even then, that usually feels kind of wonky. So I think what we'll do is just use keyboard and mouse on everything. But either way, hopefully it shall run well. It has no information on it, probably because it just came out. So I figured I'll do my due diligence and see how it runs. So let us waste no more time and let's get started, shall we?
Well, alright. I decided I was going to try out everything here maxed out, but unfortunately I ran into a little problem where it kept on crashing here. But still, I do believe these are the settings I end up trying when I finally do get it to work. Which I do go over the solution too. I did not forget to do that, because I thought it was just crashing because I had the settings up too high, you know? But then I even went to low and it was still crashing. But anyway, let us move on, shall we? So here's the screen I was greeted with when I tried to launch that game with those settings, and I thought, oh, okay, well, it's probably just because I'm going way too crazy and with the luminol. Of course the Steam Deck can't do that. That was a stupid thing to do. So then I spent time trying to lower it a little bit, and I kept on getting the same thing no matter what, even on low. But still, I think I recorded a couple more things to try here before we do the solution, so let's go and see what happens there. Well, alright, I decided, okay, maybe it was just Lumen doing it, so I tried turning Lumen off and whatnot. I was just trying to experiment, trying to get the game to actually work, because the last thing I want to do is just give up and not be able to get any footage. I hate having to make a video where it's just like, yeah, no, I tried and it just didn't work. That's no fun at all. And that's what I thought I was going to get here, but luckily, trying my usual different protons worked. First one I tried at the very top worked. Proton experimental. But first, let's go see what kind of awesome screen we got. I am willing to bet it's still a crash screen. Well, alright. We got the same exact crash screen, and this is where I just stopped recording. I kind of at this point thought, you know what, why did I even record all that stuff to begin with? I could have just showed the solution and all that stuff at this point. So I just tried all that off screen, went all the way down to low, and got the same screen no matter what. So that's when I was like, okay, it's time to start trying something else. Obviously, this game just has issues here. So why don't we go and check out the solution? So here's a solution. If you come on down here and you go down to your properties, come on down to compatibility, and then just click that, because it probably won't be on by stock, and just go to the very top one. I don't know if it'll be the top for everybody, but I use that one quite frequently first, so I don't know if it's just uses your most used one or whatever. And since it wasn't working correctly, I kept on saying ask me again, because I didn't know if I was going to have to switch over to that DirectX 11 thing or not. But once I know it actually works, I usually tell it, hey, stop telling me that. I don't want to have to do that every time I go in. That would get really old really quick with the amount of games I play, let me tell you. Alright, now just to show you, I was doing the exact same settings I originally started with. They don't work well, for sure, but at least now we can get into the game. So there's that. I just want to quickly go through that. It's not like this is actually a thing I'm going to do. So let's see, let's go into a game here. Oh, that's right, I already made that game. But I think that one's all fucked up, so let's just make, or better yet, let's just go see. Because I don't want to have to sit here and type for all that shit. Let's just go there. Oh, I guess double clicking doesn't work. Gotta click it once, then load game. Okay, there we go. First time I've loaded the game. First system I'm trying this game out. Haven't gotten how to do everything in the game yet. But, see, there you go. Doesn't even really take long to load, but as you can tell, I figured we were being way overzealous with that. And yeah, 12 FPS, 14 FPS. Not what I would consider playable. Anyway, though. Now that we can actually get the game to run, why don't we go try a little bit more reasonable shit, like turning Lumen off at least. I doubt that'll make it playable, but it's worth a shot. Alright, so we're just going to turn Lumen off, because just doing that little test showing you guys that it actually loads now already proved to us that that is not going to work. I doubt this will either, but I just want to see how big of a hit that Lumen was. Oh, and I want that to be 100%. Come on now, there we go. I don't know, sometimes I might have messed up and forgot to change that on certain systems. I hope not, but I can totally see myself doing that. But there we go. And obviously we can't use any DLSS because this is not an NVIDIA thing. So I guess with that, let's go see what it can do now. Alright, well, while we're at it, why don't we just try dropping it down to medium? I bet you we're going to have to drop it down to low to get anywhere close to playable FPS, but I just want to see. Oh, and apparently it's 420. Well, okay. Don't mind if I do. And now, we game. Now we're going to drop it down to low and see what that'll do. Hopefully I think that gets us playable FPS now. Not 60 plus the whole time, but I think at least gets us playable FPS. And then I think we're just going to do that on the OLED. Somebody made a good point. If it runs like absolute crap on the LCD, the OLED's nowhere near powerful enough to actually make a big difference. So if it doesn't work at all whatsoever on the one, there's no point in testing it on the other. Now once it starts getting good FPS, or playable FPS, that's when you should try both of them just for fun. So that's what I did. So this is what happens basically immediately upon trying to play on the LCD. So we're going to have to do all this camera recorded. I do apologize about that, but it used to only do this to me when the battery got really, really low, but I guess now it wants to do it in the 30 percentile. So just like I promised, we're not going to bother trying lumen and high and medium and all the shit that didn't work. We're just going to move right to low because that's the only one that gave us playable FPS on this thing. So we're at low, 100% resolution scale. I did not forget to change that. I was worried I was. Still might mess up on other systems, but I think I at least did this one correctly. And with that, we now do the gaming.
Well, alright. Sorry about that. Apparently this thing doesn't want to video out anymore when it gets low on battery. Now, it used to do that to me when I got down in like the teens or something, under 20, which was fine because I don't really like going that low anyway, but now it appears to start doing it at 30%, which is pretty fucking annoying. So, unfortunately, we have to get you guys camera-only footage, but it does at least look mostly playable at native res with everything on low. You can still stay over 30 at least. Most of the time. I bet you if you have like a full team of people in here though, there'll probably be some times where you still drop into the high 20s, I'm willing to bet you. But I think for the most part, people will be okay. Oh, and then mine loves to do this shit too. Once it's been on for a while, it'll I don't know if it overheats or what, but this is not what most people's will probably do. But this has nothing to do with the game. So it's not like, oh my god, it still can't even handle low. This is just my Steam Deck LCD trying to making this video as annoying as humanly possible. Still not as annoying as that Digimon game on my Ally. Z1 Extreme though, that was about the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And it was my Ally's fault. Or possibly my fault. Maybe I did something to it when I put that battery in, but the damn thumbstick, or the triggers just would only be like 60-70%. All the way down only constitutes as, 60-70%. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll have to go tell them that max is actually 65-70%, and that's what I did, and it worked. Alright, I think we can actually go and play now. So, what are we supposed to do? Although when it starts doing that low frame rate shit, that's going to be really annoying. Alright, what else do we got here? Burgers? Hell yeah. Come on. I'm too short. Let me in. There we go. Alright. Cabinet. We'll put the burgers in there. How else? Oh, hell yeah, we can smoke a cigarette. Alright, not exactly what I wanted to do, but, wait, how do I throw? Hold to throw. And now we're back to this garbage again. Alright, what other stuff should we need? A to-do list, huh? What do we got? Go for a hike, all that shit, okay. Alright, well, I don't think we really need that. Well, actually, wait, where is it? God, it's hard to play at like 12 FPS. This is horrible. I hate when my Steam Deck does this. It only does it with higher graphical in games. And I don't even use this one that much, really, unless I'm making a video on it. But once it started doing that, I was like, nope, you're done. You're getting replaced. I don't know what the hell's going on, but this is stupid. Oh, I got an owner's manual now. Alright, I'm just going to leave that here in case we need it. And we'll also do this too. We'll just drop that in here too. Alright, what else do we want to take with us? I guess we can't take that. Gotta take some entertainment. Ah, horse shit. Get in there, ball. Get in there. Oh, you bastard. You know what? If my short ass can get in this here. There. Oh, can't go out that way. Alright, is there anything else? Fuck yeah. Bia! And lag! Oh. Come on, let me up. I gotta put my beer away. Come on, let me up. Let me up. I want to be tall. But I can't because I'm a little midget in this game. Although I'm not that tall in real life either. Only 5'8", so below average. And actually, yeah, from what I've heard from a lot of different people, if you're under 6 foot as a man, you're not even a man. There we go. Now we at least have some. Alright. Got some burgers, we got some beers. Yeah. We definitely need a grill. Where can we put this? Can we... Here we go. What else do we got? Older. That sounds important. Alright, where can we put that? Is there room in here? Yeah. Cool. Cool. What else do we got? Anything else we need? Darts? Dartboard. EpiPens. Those sound important. Oh, here we go. We got lag again. Alright, can I get to that tape with the lag? Come on, buddy. You can do it! Alright. Got a tape. Oh my, this is hard. I don't know how anyone would ever play a game like this. Although, I feel like if most people's Steam Decks did this to them, they would probably have already broken it in half and thrown it at a wall. Because a lot of people don't have a lot of patience for bullshit. And I don't blame them. Bullshit is annoying. Alright. Do we need anything else? I think we're good, right? It's another walkie-talkie. We got everything we really need. I think we're about ready to set off. Alright. Alright, we got our tune skis. Alright. Alright. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely horrible. Most people are probably screaming at me like, how can you even play that? I would have just given up and moved on to the OLED by now. Because how am I supposed to not bash my RV to pieces if I can't even, like, get good frame rates, you know? Oh man, this thing... Alright. Alright, what's the problem? Oh, well, that seems to be your problem right there. Okay. I can't get back into my RV though, because I should have thrown the damn remote out first. Come on. Get up there. Okay, yeah, no, I'm done. Absolutely done with this. It's absolutely unplayable on my particular LCD, but yours should get 30 to 40-ish FPS. So, I'm gonna go move on to a Steam Deck that doesn't run like absolute dog shit. Alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay now. Turn off the parking brake. Forgot me. You can't just go reverse. Okay. I hear like a snake or something. Alright. Let's turn that off. Hit the parking brake. Oh. Stay the hell away from him, huh? Actually, wait. Ow! You stupid snake. Come on, let me out. There we go. Can we repair? We have some stuff, right? Yeah. Alright. Alright, I think we're okay-ish. I know it's more fucked up than that, but that's okay. Alright, anyway. Parking brake off. Alright, nope, I forgot. Or better yet, if I make a bigger turn, maybe I could just... I really don't want to try to back up. If I had some teammates to help me out like you're supposed to, it'd be one thing. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. So we can't go over that because of the rock. I feel like I'm in fucking Austin Powers. Alright, what about that way? Alright, I think it's about time we, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't want to lose this though, so I'm just going to put it right here by this rock. Okay. Okay. Alright, nope, that's not gonna work. Never mind. I thought I could pull myself through there. Oh yeah, son of a bitch. Alright, stay. I already know I'm gonna lose that bitch. Okay. What we need is the back winch. Thank God it has one on both sides, or I'd be super screwed. Alright. Now. Yep, there we go. I was going to say, I could have sworn I put it. Now we want the rear. Oops. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, so I would not do what I did. Alright, can I just like... No. Oh, that's fine. We can just reverse this a little bit. Make this corner. Alright, back on the road again. Alright, we gotta get skinny. I know I'm just in first gear, but first gear seems enough when you're off-roading. Oh, cool. I finally reached a place where it saved the game so I don't have to do any of that shit again. Well, hell yeah. Parking brake. Engine off. And I think with that, we shall wrap this video up. Alright guys, that's a wrap for RV There Yet, and definitely a very fun game. And it would be way more fun, obviously, with people too. By yourself, it's still fun-ish, but it's much more designed to play with your friends. And I think my friends would probably be down with this. This seems like a very interesting game, and it's cheap, so they would also be down with that. But it seems like you can at least get pretty playable FPS as long as you're okay with playing on low. It seems like you can even handle 800p low and stay over 30. And that's at native. If you put it down to 50% render like it had on low preset, it looks way more jaggy and whatnot, but then it seemed like it was hitting like 60 and every once in a while, even 70 every once in a while. But it would still drop down to the high 40s and low 50s here and there too, depending on where you are and what you're doing. So I was like, all right, well, screw that then. We'll just play it like this. I feel like most people wouldn't have a problem with that. And the people that would don't care about worse graphics in a game that's not about graphics anyway, and they'd just turn that render scale down, and then they'd probably be fine and get, you know, close to their required FPS. But you're not gonna get 60 all the time in the game, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's not the kind of game you needed. Even with keyboard and mouse, I wasn't really like, oh my god, this is horrible. It didn't feel the greatest, but since it's such a slow-paced game where you're basically riding around in first gear in a friggin' RV, trying not to die, it's whatever, you know? I can handle it. Especially on a system like this, where I wasn't even sure if it was gonna play. And heck, at first I was gonna say, well, no matter what, it crashes, but luckily, my very first Proton I always try, which is Proton Experimental, just so happened to work. So I was like, okay, well, we solved that problem rather fast. All right, let's go. But anyway, that is all for this video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.